Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. A current WWE superstar has revealed the reason behind his absence amidst fans' claims that Triple H hasn't utilized him well. The star, Dragon Lee, explained on his Instagram stories why he hasn't been on WWE TV lately. It's been quite some time since Dragon Lee last wrestled on Raw. Fans weren't happy with the same and believed the game was fumbling the star. It seems Lee noticed the outrage on social media and decided to stop it. In a video on his Instagram stories, the 29-year-old star had the following to say to fans. The last time Lee wrestled on the Monday Night Show was in November 2024. He teamed up with Rey Mysterio on an episode of Raw, and the duo lost to American Made. He then wrestled a couple of matches on Main Event in December before going on a hiatus. Now that Dragon Lee has made things clear, speculation about his booking will likely come to a close. His fans want nothing but for Triple H to book him well on the road to WWE WrestleMania 41. For the last few months, fans of WWE have been left scratching their heads about the sudden and mysterious absence of one of the company's most popular stars. This performer, who had once been on the rise, was suddenly nowhere to be found on television, leaving a gap in the weekly storylines. As whispers began to grow louder on social media, rumors swirled, with many fans pointing fingers at WWE's chief content officer, Triple H, accusing him of fumbling the star's career. However, in a recent exclusive interview, the WWE superstar finally broke his silence, revealing the real reasons behind his absence and offering fans a candid look at the challenges he faced both in and outside the ring. The wrestler, who had been experiencing a meteoric rise in popularity before his sudden hiatus, went on to explain that there was more to the story than many fans had been led to believe. The WWE superstar, who had once been a central figure in high-profile matches and storylines, was quick to address the claims that Triple H had mishandled his booking. "I've seen the rumors, and while it's flattering to see how passionate the fans are about my career, there's a lot more to this situation than meets the eye," the wrestler began. "People think that being on TV every week is all that matters, but that's not the reality of this business." The wrestler went on to explain that the decision to step back from television was a personal one, not one made by WWE's management. "It wasn't that I wasn't given opportunities to be on TV, but rather I was presented with a chance to reflect on my career, to focus on my health, and to take some time for myself," he said. "When you're in this business for as long as I have been, you start to realize that sometimes the spotlight isn't everything. You have to take a step back and ensure you're not just physically healthy, but mentally healthy as well." The superstar explained that the grind of constant traveling, training, performing, and being in the public eye can be exhausting, leading to both physical and emotional tolls. "I've had a lot of injuries over the years, and some of them were worse than people knew," he revealed. But it's not just about the body breaking down. The mental side of things, being on the road so much, dealing with the pressure to perform at a high level week after week, it can weigh on you, and it starts to affect your passion for the business. One of the main criticisms directed at Triple H in recent months has been the shift in the booking strategy since he took over as the head of WWE Creative. Some fans feel that the product has changed, and in some cases, that certain stars have been pushed aside or mishandled. With that in mind, the wrestler acknowledged that WWE has undergone a significant transformation under Triple H's leadership. "I'll say this. Triple H is one of the most passionate people about this business," the wrestler said. "He's been a huge part of the company for so long, and I don't think he's ever had ill intentions when it comes to any of us. But when things change at the top, there are always growing pains. The landscape of WWE is different now, and while that may not always feel like an easy fit for some of us, it's part of the evolution of the company. I respect that." That said, the wrestler was candid about the frustration that sometimes comes with the shifting creative direction. "Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. The way things were being booked when I was on TV was frustrating at times. You can't just show up and expect to be given the same opportunities you had before. I know it's business, but it doesn't always feel great," he admitted. One of the most telling aspects of the interview was when the wrestler discussed his decision to take control of his own career and narrative. There came a point when I realized that if I wasn't going to take charge of my own story, no one else would. I'm not saying that Triple H or anyone else fumbled me. But sometimes, you have to take a step back and look at the bigger picture, he said. The wrestler mentioned how important it was to regain his passion for the craft, which he felt was beginning to slip due to burnout and a lack of meaningful direction in his character arc. There was a time when I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep doing this. I started to lose sight of why I got into this business in the first place, and that was scary for me. But that's when I realized that stepping away, finding my fire again, and coming back when I'm truly ready is the right choice. He also shared how this time away from the ring allowed him to explore other avenues outside WWE, including focusing on personal projects and business ventures that he had put on hold for years. I've been able to do things outside of wrestling that I never thought I'd have the chance to do, and it's been incredibly fulfilling, he said. While the superstar did not specify an exact date for his return to WWE television, he made it clear that he was preparing for his comeback. I'm not going to come back half-heartedly. When I return, I'll be at 100%, and I want to make sure that I'm in the right mental and physical state to give the fans the best version of myself, he stated. I owe it to the fans and to myself to make sure that when I come back, it's for the right reasons. The wrestler's message was clear. This wasn't about leaving WWE or quitting the business entirely, but rather about ensuring that when he did return, he would be ready to make a major impact. The fans have been incredible through all of this, and I want to come back and show them that their support means everything to me, he said. As for the claims that Triple H fumbled him, the wrestler dismissed them as part of the usual chatter that surrounds the unpredictable world of professional wrestling. I don't think Triple H or anyone else in WWE is out to sabotage anyone's career. In fact, I know for a fact that there are people backstage who care deeply about every superstar's well-being. Sometimes things don't go the way we expect, but that's the nature of this business, he concluded. In the end, the wrestler made it clear that while he was stepping away for now, it wasn't the end of his journey. The fans will have to wait a little longer to see him back in action. But when he does return, it will be with a renewed purpose, and likely a major storyline that will reignite his career in ways no one could have anticipated.